Like I said, I waited around for a couple days to see if anything would happen around here, and nobody ever came.
I think they should do more to help us out because they want our tax dollars every year.
That is the sound of frustration as neighbors deal with frozen, slick roads in the Waynedale community. People there say they're having a whole lot of trouble driving in and out of their neighborhood.
And tonight, as Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Louis Tran tells us, well, he talked with some neighbors who say their streets weren't treated for more than a week. Louis?
Yeah, take a look at this street right next to me. The road was frozen and was covered in ice and snow. Now, some people who live there tell me it's been difficult to get around, especially for many older folks. In Waynedale, like many other parts of Allen County, people are finding the main roads to be clear and dry. But when it comes to several side streets, not so much. A heavy blanket of snow covers the cold concrete, and some areas even have a thick, slick sheet of ice.
At the moment, I was worried about getting to work, honestly.
Meet Adam Stevenson. He's lived in Waynedale for more than 10 years. Stevenson says the snow piled up more than a week ago. He tells me he's called the city to plow and treat the roads.
I was very concerned.
For several days, no one came.
Absolutely no trucks whatsoever to come by and plow or to salt.
That is, until Monday, more than a week later. But Stevenson says the trucks barely made a dent.
It's not going to help much at this point. The snow has been packed down, and then all that freezing rain came and just completely iced all that over. Then all that freezing wind came and even iced that on top more. There's no hope getting down to the road right now.
It's not good for anybody.
Doug Lars says this problem has been going on for years. He tells me he's worried for drivers, especially older drivers.
It's been over a week, and I would think at least in a week's time, we would see one plow truck going down these side streets because everybody lives around here. Most people got to get up and go to work every day.
I reached out to the city of Fort Wayne. The city's spokesman says workers have been working around the clock to treat 1,200 miles of roads, tackling the main roads first before getting to the side streets. And he says extreme cold doesn't help.
We try to hit every residential area that we can, but again, a lot of it depends on how severe the storm is, the duration of it, the temperatures, all of that factors into what our response is.
The city spokesperson also added when there's 3+ inches of snow, that's when city workers move into residential areas to plow and treat the roads.
All right, Louis, good information to know. Thanks. We talked with a Trine University student today whose heroic actions actually helped save a woman who was caught chest deep in the icy water of the St. Joe River in the fort a couple weeks ago. Miranda Coombs is her name, and she told us she was out for a run that day when she saw the woman. She called 911, and a biker who was passing by also stopped to help.
The only thing we could really make out what she was saying is like, I can't swim and I don't want to die. So that was definitely really powerful for her to say that. And we were like, okay, so like we can help her. You know, we already have firefighters on our way. We were like, okay, we can help you. Like if you can come out of the water, come. Like, but she just kept saying like she couldn't swim when I saw her right about there.
Wow. After a few minutes, police and firefighters needed a few minutes themselves to get the woman out of the water, and she was okay. No word on why she was in there in the first place, Tom.
Fort Wayne fire crews responded to a chemical leak this afternoon in the fort. Officials were called to Lee Epoxy Plastics over on Ferguson Road just after 2 o'clock. We're told it was a small vapor leak from a chemical container, and the business owner was able to turn it off before crews even got there. Officials say the chemical was contained inside and no one was hurt. Now to our ongoing coverage of the coronavirus crisis.
Let's take a look at the latest health information. In Allen County,